Here's another example of when rejection ended up becoming my friend in the capital raising process. So, recently, about 12 months ago, I was going through a capital raising process, and one of the investors that I was having a discussion with, we basically had, it was one of the few people that I actually had a face-to-face meeting with, and sent me this really nice sort of articulate email. And, and I said this was after having several meetings, and the email was basically letting me know that they weren't going to be participating in the capital raise. And now, of course, when you first read that, you're a bit disappointed, right? As I mentioned to everyone, when someone says that they want to go ahead, you feel like you're bulletproof. And when they say they're not going to be participating, you feel like you're this big, right? It's just simply the emotions of raising capital. Now, there was nothing bad in the email whatsoever. In fact, in that email was absolute gold. One of the things that they articulated was that I hadn't communicated what the key growth drivers were for the business going forward. For me, that one tip changed everything in the way in which I communicate about WI. Now, that was important because that lesson, that rejection, now actually forms the basis of my discussion with potential investors. And also, it's something that you should think about for yourself. So not only did it form the basis for my discussions, it now also forms a basis for what I'm communicating to other founders that are actually going through a capital raise. So think about this. What are your top 3 growth drivers for your business? Now, if you're a life science company, it's a slightly different, right? But if you're a software-based company, if you're a revenue-producing company, ask yourself the question, what are your 3 key growth drivers for your business? And maybe if you are a high-tech business, like a life science business or a deep tech business, what are the 3 points of growth inflection that you can communicate to potential investors? And I suppose that's a reality for all businesses. What are the 3 key growth drivers, and what is the inflection points? Like, what are the key points that actually represent a value uplift for your potential investors? Now, if you simply think about that and then create a PowerPoint slide for that, what that then forms is the basis of your discussion with potential investors. You're going to get all sorts of other questions around the business, but that one is super important, because if you can't articulate clearly what your 3 growth drivers for your business are, and if you can't articulate how are they meant to understand what is going to be the upside for your business. Now, I know in your head you may know it, but is it articulated in such a simple and clear way that anyone can understand what your growth drivers for your business are? So, hope you enjoyed that video. Once again, rejection can be your friend if you turn it into context. That lesson, that rejection, now this person not only become my shareholder in my business, but you now see that I'm doing my best to communicate this tip to as many people as I can, because I don't want you to make the same mistake that I did. Because I think to myself, how much potential capital did I miss out on by not communicating that? So once again, top 3 growth drivers for your business. Hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to providing more shortly.